One of the key themes of this year's World Pension Summit was innovation. So we asked delegates, what's the most innovative thing that's happening in the pension industry right now?
I think if I have to pick one of the aspects, it would be how asset managers communicate around pension funds and around asset side of people's pension schemes.
HESTA has just embarked on a program of video statements, which we're quite excited about. Someone better looking and with an easier listening voice than myself talks their members through their statements. And we're doing this because we don't really know whether or not a member is opening and comprehending what information we're providing them. And we know that one of the biggest changes that they can make to their financial well-being in retirement is to take action when they're not retired. So we want to teach them about how to do that, and maybe a voiceover is the way to do that.
People want to be able to buy and sell funds on a platform from their iPhone. Perhaps not the newest release, but at least the iPhone I have.
Impact investing has been one of the strongest innovation and strongest trends this last couple of years or this years. We see more and more in terms of capital being committed with the intention of generating an environmental and a social impact next to financial return.
On pensions, it is in the area of DC, how to do life cycle management better. The trend towards individualization, further individualization, means that people want to be guardians of their own destiny, and frankly, they want to invest the way they want.
So there's been a big move from these classical defined benefit pension plans to more risk-reduced, risk-sharing plan designs. Now, we're starting to see maybe a little bit of a shift back, because in a pure DC world, it's very difficult for people to plan for retirement. So we are seeing some elements of underpins coming in, or some type of guaranteed returns, or the concept of defined ambition, where a target is set for people to plan for retirement, an expectation of what they can get that everybody works towards, but it doesn't put the entire onus of providing those benefits onto the employer. It shares it with the employee.
New ways of actually doing that in an appropriate way in DC means taking into account your personal wealth, which up to now hasn't been taken into account. It means also taking into account your individual risk profile. It also means taking into account levels of flexibility whereby you can choose to work longer or less long. DC as a concept hasn't been flexible in that way. So, to answer your question, innovation is all in that area. How to make it more flexible and more individual by nature.